It was wonderful to be here. I'm going to read a short scene from my novel, The Enthusiast. It's a novel about a guy named Henry Bay who works for a long series of enthusiast magazines. So he covers the odd hobbies, the extreme sports, the manias that make America such an entertaining place to live. And Henry moves around a lot, so one month you might find him working at Spelunk magazine, next month he might be over at Cozy, the magazine of tea. And this goes on for a while, but eventually Henry falls in love, he gets married, he has to come in off the road, settle down, find a job with dental benefits. And he goes to work for a company called Clean Page in San Jose that owns like 80 of these magazines, and Henry's in charge of a bunch of them. And Henry's wife, Patty, works for Hindenburg Heavy Industries, a sportswear company that sponsors teams in the X Games, and she's in charge of a bunch of skateboarders, snowboarders, dune boarders, people like that. One of the magazines that Henry works on is called Model Kit World. And one Saturday, he finds himself giving a model kit building fanatic named Dane a ride to a model convention, but at the same time, he has to give a ride to two of Patty's skateboarders who are on their way to do an appearance at a skateboard store. So you kind of have these two different enthusiast universes crashing into each other inside of Henry's Toyota Echo, and to make it lively, Henry suspects that one of the two skateboarders has been sleeping with Henry's wife. So here's Henry picking up the guy he's suspicious of, while the model kit builder and the other skateboarder wait in Henry's car. Chris Santangelo opened the door to his condo wearing nothing but blue bikini underpants. He was trim. He said, "Wait a minute," into his cell phone, looked at me and said, "What?" Before I could answer, he saw Struther, the other skateboarder, in the back seat of my car. "Oh," he said, and waved me into the bedroom. The blinds were drawn, the bed was a mess, and there was a smell of recent sex like air let out of a beach toy. He continued his phone call, his hair flapping in his eyes. "Yeah, well, now it's definitely coming to, like a culmination, because the guy is here to take me down there, and I don't know if I want to go. Some guy, I don't know, hold on, who are you?" "I'm Henry Bay," I said. "I'm Patty's husband." "Oh, yeah?" he said. "You're getting that?" He grinned in a way that could have meant anything from, "Why would she want to sleep with you?" to, "Who would want to sleep with either one of you?" to, "That's funny, I was just sleeping with her myself 2 weeks ago in the hospitality suite in Austin." It was impossible to say. "It's Patty's husband," he said on the phone. "I don't know, but he's here." "Well, yeah, I'm getting in the car if this gets resolved. I'm not getting in the car otherwise." He parted the blinds, looked out at the car again, and saw Dane Fredericks, the model kit builder, whose walrus-like torso was encased in a t-shirt reading, "Glue keeps me together." "God, look at that guy," Chris said. "Hold on." He put the phone down and slipped on a coral-colored t-shirt that showed Lucy from the Peanuts comic strip with her head thrown back in porn star ecstasy. She was reaching down on herself, her hand just out of the picture and wiggle lines around her wrist. The back of the shirt said, "I'm coming, you blockhead." "No, I did voice it," Chris said on the phone. "I voiced it to Patty, and she said she was voicing it to you." He snapped the bikini's elastic. "Because I'm out there exemplifying you guys' shoes, and I give of myself out there. And do you see me going around with that thing where they measure your foot in the shoe store? Because I'm not a shoe salesman. The metal thing with okay, forget that. That's not important." He gestured at a pair of jeans in the closet. I handed them to him. "This has nothing to do with your and my sex relationship," he said on the phone. "I'm trying to keep this separate from that." He put the pants on. "What? Yeah, I don't know. I have to leave now." "What? Yeah, no, I'm going. No, the business thing is fine. I don't care about that." "What? Oh, fuck off." He pocketed his phone, picked up his skateboard, and walked out to my car where he told Struther, the other skateboarder, "She's tortured me to the death, man. Hey, can we go?" They began talking about kickflips in the back seat and seemed to be ignoring Dane and me. Dane started telling me his troubles. "I have a club with some guys where we get together and model every week. It's always at my house, and I always have to get the snacks. It's supposed to be BYO snacks, but isn't it just the strangest thing how some people forget?" So this one guy, Craig Decker, I call him Craig Dicker now. I mean, not to other people, but that's my name for him. He's a good modeler. In certain ways, he's good. He's good with brass. But Craig's big thing now is making his own decals on the computer. He got a printer that does decals. So 2 weeks ago, everyone's there, and he holds up these decals, and he goes, "These insignia can go on a life-scale car, and they're city parking stickers." He is making city parking stickers at his house, and these guys are going, "Wow, Craig, that's so great." And I got so angry. Chris and Struther had stopped talking, but Dane didn't notice. He said, "But I just waited for the merriment to die down, and I said, I don't want that in my house." Just calmly. I said, "Craig, I don't want that here." And he goes, "Why? What's the problem?" I said, "The problem is it's illegal, A, and it's selfish, Craig." And this guy, Terry, jumps up and he goes, "Okay, calm down, Dane, just calm down." Nobody should ever tell anybody to calm down, Chris said from the back seat. That's the worst thing you can say to someone. It's like, calm down. Oh, thank you, man. I didn't realize I was like showing signs of life there. God, think what could have happened. There was a moment of silence as Dane realized the skateboarders had been listening to him. Then he said, I didn't need to be told to calm down. I was making a rational point. I said, Craig, at least concede that it's unfair to the poor slobs that pay for parking stickers because they don't possess your skills for making decals at the level of Ravel in about 1981, and everyone goes, yeah, because you broke his shit down, Chris said. And this kit he's been making, Dane said, he makes a few brass parts and we're all supposed to go over there today and say this is the best 143 Jeep of the year? Bullshit. Go ahead, caller, Chris said. Some people really are named Dicker, though, Struther said. I knew a guy that was named that. Dane said, so now everyone's saying stuff that had nothing to do with modeling. I said, everybody out. Hell yes, Chris said. It's your house and your snacks. Is that Craig going to be where we're going now? Struther said. We all have a table together, Dane said. You think something's going to go down? Chris said. What do you mean? Dane said. I'm going to go in with Dane. I said, I'll just be a few minutes. What? We don't get to go in? Chris said. Isn't it a public thing? If it's in a hotel, yeah, Struther said. It's for everyone with the money to get in. Struther has the money for us both to get in, Chris said. No, Struther said. You guys can wait for me, I said. Patty's husband, come on, Chris said. You're being the guy from the company. You're like, you guys just shut up and perform. You're like, I just want my 30 pieces of flesh. Hey, guy. Dane, Struther said. Dane, that's great, Chris said. Dane, do you mind if we go in? I don't know, Dane said. Do you know what the event is? I know what it should be, Chris said. It should be a salute to excellence, to those model makers who have shaken off the false thing of glue huffing. The stereotype, Struther said. The stereotype, Chris said, and they have stepped forth into excellence. The glue thing is such ancient history, Dane said. For anyone to level that at us is ridiculous. Dane, Chris said, have Struther and myself had some shit leveled at us? I would say we have. Thank you.